Actually, I don't even know how much money you have
I
left.
had 8 gold starting, and I gave 2 to Mama, and I gave 3 to those kids. So I have
God.
3 gold left.
So Maurice needs work.
I feel a lot better about my 6 gold on beer now.
Yeah.
Right?
Jeez.
Well, that was definitely something. At least I came out of it at the end.
Treya just kind of like walks over to Maurice and just that's very kind for what you did.
If I could prevent some kids from going down a bad path, I'd give as much gold as I could. Like I said before, I saw myself in those kids. I was in their position once. It took Master Fala to get me where I am today.
It's
Hey, we got a task to do. Yeah, what's with that salt water and fish scales and
Should probably continue, yeah.
and the
as I turn around, I try to discreetly put 5 gold back into Maurice's pouch.
He's honestly probably too distracted thinking about what's happening right now. Even though he's got a
Poor
task.
Maurice has his head in the clouds at the moment.
Yeah.
His mind is somewhere else. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, if Maurice just doesn't notice, then he doesn't notice.
Oh, there you go. You got 5 more gold now.
So, you guys are looking for... What do you want to look for first?
Let's see. Master Fala needed a small container of seawater, not from the shore, and a fish scale, or a fish with intact scales.
So I guess we should probably head back towards the way we came and get back to our destination then?
Yeah, could easily find a monger selling fish. The saltwater is more of a bigger issue unless we can, maybe find maybe a small dinghy we could take out further and gather some.
Let's check with my family's warehouses first to see if they have anything. And if nothing else, I could probably arrange a charter for us to go out and grab the seawater.
Okay.
So, you guys head to Treya's family's house. The warehouse, sorry. Not the house. The warehouse. And, yeah. Trying to think here. Okay, so you head to the warehouse. It's not hard to gain access once you show them your signet ring. There's pretty much no question once that happens. They do seem a little bit on edge because you have been gone for so long. But again, signet ring kind of trumps their suspicion, so they let it go. You guys get inside. Sure enough, there's plenty of barrels of fish and other stuff there. However, you're not finding any seawater, as that's not really a commodity that's used for much. So, but there is fresh water, unfortunately. There are different types of fish that are there. Mostly just fish that would have been brought in directly from Deepwater Bay.
Could I look for one of the supervisors in the warehouse to ask him?
Sure, yeah, that wouldn't be hard to find.
Do I see any saltwater gar? I know those have tough ass scales.
Sure. You'd probably find a different assortment of fish that's here. Yeah.
Hey, saltwater gar.
Feel free to take however many you may think that Follow needs, or going to try getting the scales.
Well, there's like a fuck ton of scales, because
Yeah, one fish would have plenty of scales on it.
yeah, if any of y'all know anything about garfish, you can't cut through the scale. You have to like take 10 snips, make a knife incision, and like fillet the meat off the skin itself.
Oh, I'm aware. There's a name of the
I have no idea what those fish are, or if they exist in this fantasy universe, but we'll say there's a fantasy equivalent of them. How's that?
Think of it like a fish version of a snapping turtle. They're mean mother.
This is a a certain level of information that I don't really need to know nor care about. Considering I don't even like fish to eat, like, I don't care. It's fine.
This is I'll post an image of a alligator gar,
Stop it.
and I'll also post an image of a saltwater gar.
Whatever.
As
Anyway.
he's doing that, when I find the supervisor, I ask him, is there any ships who just came back into the docks that may still have some supply of saltwater on their decks that they would use for scrubbing?
The supervisor there says yes. There are several ships that just came in this morning.
Would you be able to give me directions to which of the captains I would need to speak to acquire what we need?
He looks over the manifest that's there. You see him pull over a few different scrolls, or pages in the ledger that he's looking at. He actually says that over on the southern edge of the dockward, there are 3 ships that just came in this morning. He says carnival ships of some sort, performers and like. He says the Eye Catcher, the Hellraiser, and he can't find the last one because I don't have that on hand.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
The Santa Maria.
PS4 in a box.
You will learn, Matt, that I have my ways. I make things happen. That's my job.
Blast from the past, I guess, huh? Oops. Well, not too distant past.
There we go. The Eye Catcher, the Heartbreaker, and the Hellraiser.
I like the Heartbreaker.
He says if you talk with Captain Zardoz Zord, you should be able. He's in charge of all that.
You know, the Heartbreaker is named after me.
Yeah, you broke so many hearts. You also filled a lot of holes in your day too. So
I have.
Drea kind of hesitates when she hears names of the ships and asks, "Are there any ships that be under our employ that may have came in besides those 3? Hopefully."
He says no. The next shipment is coming in tomorrow.
can't
Okay,
really wait
well,
for
thank-
tomorrow.
While I'm there, could I ask him about directions to the cobbler?
Oh, the Cobbler's Guild.
Imagine they might, yeah, because imagine they might get stuff sent in.
He says you can find the Cobbler's Guild over on the southern edge of the trade ward. It says right off of the high road. Take. Hold on a second. I can actually zoom in here. Right off the southern edge of the trade ward. Head north on the high road and take a right on River Street. Head up.
River Street.
Head up to Salabar Street, and it should be on the inside of the Court of the White Bull.
Sorry, you like named a very important street in Savannah, Georgia, and it just brought back a lot of memories.
Oh. I thought that
All
was
bad
the
ones,
street.
sounds like.
No,
So, he says, anything else I can do for you? Stormweather?
Lady Stormweather.
Yeah, okay. He says, anything else I can do for you, Lady Stormweather?
Give me 1 second, and I turn to the rest of the group. So we do have a possibility of 3 ships that may have what we need for the saltwater, but they do have a bit of a reputation. Do we want to go that route, or would you rather me try to get us some passage?
well, do you happen to notice Captain Jamon Sword?
DM, would I just know by reputation or cross-pass?
By reputation.
I don't know this captain directly, but the reputation is not a fond one. Not one to cross.
Well, I mean, if we can acquire like maybe a dinghy, we can get far away enough from the shore to maybe get a couple vowels.
Well, I mean, there is also the thing that we are numerous enough that perhaps we don't have to worry about being bullied by a ship captain.
That's true.
Of
They
course.
would
not
have 3
noticed.
ships under her command. Is it her or him?
Him.
He would have 3 ships of crew under his command.
Well,
Fair enough, but it's not like they're all going to be getting down on us all at the same time, trying to kick us out of the docks.
you could also use this as an opportunity, Treya. Maybe make some family connections.
As you say that, and you're about to respond, someone about to respond, I'm sure, you suddenly hear a crack, 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 pop, 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 pop. And then you hear the sound of, like, clapping, and it sounds like people outside are, like, laughing, and it almost sounds like little crackling or fireworks going off kind of situation.
Woo. Fireworks.
Oh no. Carnivals.
What do you mean, oh no?
You don't like a carnival?
No,
They're so nice.
I don't like carnivals.
Well, tell you what, we can see what's going on outside here in a second, but I guess we can go try the captain and see how it goes. If worst comes to worst, I can always get us a ship if we need to.
Yeah.
If you don't like carnivals, how do you feel about, like, do you not like mimes or
No, I don't like
I was waiting
mine.
for you to say it, god
Jugglers?
damn it.
Jugglers, troubadours, thespians, flutists give me a headache, and I have a particular disdain for jesters.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this.
I'm just gonna
You
look at the
understand there's
bard and say, I don't think he.
Bards are okay. Clowns.
Lord.
I'm just
Anyway, away
saying,
from-
okay, I take offense to that. I have plenty of, living here in LA, I have plenty of friends that are thespians, okay?
Yeah,
I had friends in high school with thespians, and I thought they were dumb.
thespians make up like 90% of the population of California, so it's not surprising.
It's a requirement. If you want to live in California, you gotta be a thespian.
At least 3
Yep.
years of acting.
I mean, I was a theater nerd when I was in high school, so I can't say much.
I can't
Anyway.
honestly picture you as a theater nerd.
Anyway,
Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
I'm just saying.
I think that I think that we shouldn't be too afraid. I mean, it is simply just, hey, can we buy some fish off of you or get some seawater from your deck? It is not exactly.
Holy sh- I was
Imagine.
drinking.
Matt,
Well,
by the way,
we
keep in
have
mind,
the fish.
keep in mind, I took drama class in high school, and I failed. That's why I'm a DM.
Well, I mean, we have the fish that we already acquired. If that is the fish that you want to keep,
I mean, yeah, you see, like, I want to say Sabal, Maurice, stuff like 3 wrapped up in like some paper he found, old cloth, like saltwater in the car, into his bag.
Okay.
so yeah, I guess we can go and do that. Now, Maurice, would you rather I fetch someone to get the scales off that fish for you, or would you rather do it yourself?
I could do it myself. I'm a pretty capable herbalist and alchemist. I did get training in the guild as well. I have my certification and my membership.
Just like
Okay, I
rubbing
mean, no
his
offense,
certification
no
in your face. I can do it!
I could do it.
I'm a big boy, Papa. I can scale this fish.
I meant no offense.
Don't
We're just
have
offering
me,
us a
Daddy.
Oh my god.
Alright, so you guys are doing what now? You have the fish, and you have at least a lead on the saltwater.
Yeah, this
Heading-
Captain Jamon
Heading for the lead, yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
Heading to the docks where they're basically, docked. Docks to the dock.
So as you head out,
Just before you head out, I want to grab some brightly scaled.
what's that?
I want to grab some bright scaled fish.
Okay.
Ooh.
Just
I just
something
simply
with like
not
shimmer,
taking
just some sort of fish with like shimmery scales on them.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
I just simply not to the supervisor let them know it's okay for them to grab what they need from there.
Okay. He
I'll
looks
toss
like he was
over
about to
just
say something against it, but then you say that, and he immediately like stops and just kind of like grudgingly. You see, he's just like,
I'll pay a silver just for compensation.
okay.
Pig for me.
All right, so as you guys head out, you see that sure enough, on the side of the warehouse, on whatever main street happens to be by there, there is a small crowd of people. It looks like maybe about a dozen or so, with a few kids interspersed in the middle of it. It appears that there's someone like on a soapbox nearby, and they are doing something, possibly some sort of trick or something to gain, to get some kind of coinage or something out of the audience. Pretty standard in the dock area for people like this to buskers and such to earn a few extra coin between their ships and such. So you guys do you guys want to see what's going on here, or do you want to just move along to the ships?
I'm curious.
Mikhail,
take a
that
peek,
face.
maybe. Just to see maybe what kind of show is going on here, because I do really enjoy fireworks.
I'll also pour us.
Mikhail, what is that face?
It's a face of disgust and pain.
Trey kind of looks nervous with all the fireworks and noise going off, but grudgingly kind of like just steps by Sobolus to see what he does.
I'm not
Does Sobolus notice, like, you kind of tense up, Trey?
Yeah. Oh, not me.
No, Trey, not Maurice. Maurice is capable, is fine.
I didn't catch it. Why is Trey tensing up?
From the loud noises, crowds, and the basically explosion stuff going off.
Okay. It's just like small pops and cracks. Yeah, it'd be the equivalent of someone using like prestidigitation or some other minor cantrip type effect.
Coming from someone who was just stuck in Skullport for
True.
Yeah, so, but the Sobolus noticed that she's being, she's kind of uneasy.
Sure.
Yeah, so Sobolus kind of like keeps a hand on her shoulder. Just kind of like, kind of guessing what might be the issue, and kind of like realizes it.
Okay, yeah, she noticeably like somewhat like calms down from the touch.
You know, I can make our own fireworks if y'all really want to. It's a very simple recipe. Yeah, I'd rather just get the saltwater and hit that Master Fala.
We're just walking by while we head on the way.
Okay. As you guys walk by this going on, another it seems like there's a kind of a hush over the crowd real fast, and all of a sudden you guys hear a voice saying, but then you see, all we have to do is something like this. As he snaps, you hear a finger snap, and all of a sudden the crowd just goes, oh, and a round of claps and such. Trey, you immediately recognize the charisma in this voice.
Oh no.
And as you look over, you actually see what looks like a strange white face mask, with like an upturned black crescent where the mouth is, and two downturned black crescents where the eyes are, as like eye slits. It's a man in what looks like almost noble-esque attire. Something nicer, but a bit too colorful and too loud in clothing to actually be a noble. And he seems to be wearing like white gloves. There's no real part of his skin that's exposed. You can't even tell what race he is underneath all the clothing and the mask. But as you look over, you see that he has just like made something appear in his hand. You're not sure what it is, and the crowd is oohing, is awing, is clapping, and he goes, "Ah, my assistant has arrived! Right here. Treya, please, you're late for your performance." As everybody like turns around the crowd, looks right at you, and again begins clapping.